The Empire Strikes Back. What's going on, you homicidal maniacs? Today, I'm going to bless you with a CD collection update. It's something I have not done in forever. So let's just get to it because I don't want to take too much time showing you all these beautiful plastic, circular beauties of divinity that live on forever until the end of time. So the first album I'm going to show, album's been out for a while now, a few months. It's entitled Maze Envy by Civerous. I never shut the fuck up about this band and this album. Fucking amazing death metal band. Off of 20 bucks spin. Back. Booklet of the album. Inserts. All kinds of those lovely human beings from the state of California. So yeah, I cannot shut the fuck up about this album. Maze Envy by Civerous. Just amazing, killer, fucking death metal. Next up, we have Dreamless Veil, the album entitled Every Limb of the Flood. This is a really it's a debut album. Band member Dan, who plays guitars on this, used to be in Revocation, and now he's in Artificial Brain, and this is like an extension of his musical prowess, and it's very just like a black metal insanity mixed with all types of subgenres in metal that you can think of. But this is a really killer fucking album. I haven't listened to this all that much. I recently got this one, and it takes me a while to really marinate in an album. I don't just consume 30 albums in one day and then the next day consume 30 more albums just so I can say that I heard 60 albums in 2 days because I'm more metal than you and all this. Yeah, that's just not my style. But anyway, that's the CD. Off Relapse Records. I know, Relapse Records. I know. But if you're a fan of Artificial Brain, you're a fan of old school Revocation, there's another band that Dan is in, Dan the Man, and anything that he does, anything he touches turns to gold, so I would recommend checking out Dreamless Veil. Awesome fucking band. Whew, here we go. Another album that, this is by Mortal Wound, entitled The Anus of the World. There you go. Mortal Wound, The Anus of the World. That's the album cover. This is like easily just one of the best albums to come out in recent memory when it comes to just old school death metal. Like, this shit has it all. It has it all. It even has inserts from two of my favorite films, Full Metal Jacket and Reservoir Dogs. This guy slashes my face and he cuts my fucking ear. I'm fucking deformed. So yeah, this is a just amazing old school death metal. I don't want to make this video too long. I don't want to fucking cream my pants and cream my jeans over this shit. But if you're really into old school death metal, and it just sounds, it's just like a wall of sound. It's just not super over the top technicality and not super repetitive and redundant and boring. This shit right here is the shit. If you haven't listened to it, check out Mortal Wound. This is their debut full length, by the way. It's The Anus of the World on Dark Descent Records. Here's another killer fucking grindcore album, Death Grind. It's not Death Grind, it's Score Grind. It's Death Grind. No, it's fucking Gore. No, it's Death. No, it's Gore metal. Anyway, Hemorrhoid with Raw Materials of Decay. Killer fucking album artwork. The CD back off of Extremely Rotten and Head Split Records. Old school inserts. Photos layered on top of photos. And they're a three-piece. There's just something about a band when they're a trio. like old school Pig Destroyer. That's why I still love Pig Destroyer, but like when they barely came out, I heard Prowler in the Yard and I heard Terrifier for the first time. And I found out they were like a trio band. I always just, I don't know, there's something about a trio band that's just on stage, just fucking killing it, and it's just three motherfuckers on stage. It's not, you know, it's not Slipknot, it's not Mushroomhead. Nothing against Slipknot. It's not Slipknot, it's not Mushroomhead with 9, 10 people on stage. It's not Iron Maiden with 5 guitarists, you know, whatever. It's just three motherfuckers just tearing this shit up. Love it. If you're into grindcore, that album's for you. This is another band. I don't know if any of y'all have heard of them. They're really starting to explode in the black metal scene. This is Dark Throne with It Beckons Us All. I'll just say this. I don't see why when it comes to modern Dark Throne, like Eternal Hells is like perfect. It's their best work like in a very long time, if you ask me, since probably the Underground Resistance. But Astral Fortress was just so like, why did y'all release this so quick? And then after Eternal Hells, y'all just it couldn't. It all felt like filler. But anyway, they're back in true form. These young lions, these young up and coming lions in Dark Throne, are really something worth checking out. I don't know if you've heard of that band or not, but you should really check them out if you haven't heard of them. This next album is a split between Worm and Dream Unending off 20 Bucks Spin. I just recently got this in the mail as well. Gave it a few listens last night. It's totally exceeded my expectations. Or not so much my expectations, like I was expecting it to suck, because there's no way it's gonna fucking suck. But killer split. I will definitely be spinning this a lot more as the eons go by. The inserts are pretty fucking sweet as well. There's Dream Unending. And The Worms. Fucking Phantom Slaughter looking all the only way Phantom Slaughter can look. This is probably the split of like fucking century. I really love this fucking album, but I really gotta marinate my bones in it and absorb it and all that good shit. Anyways, moving on. I got these three. I just recently got into this band because I saw it, Adam Schnelly, as I call him. Saw that Adam had posted this album. It was their sophomore album, Remnants of Expansion. I think it was a vinyl or a cassette, but he posted this album cover on Instagram, and I don't know, it just caught my attention. It reminded me like of the monkey's paw from The Simpsons. I don't know, but I just thought the artwork looked killer, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna check them out, and I was hooked, and I just immediately bought their entire discography. They have 3 full lengths. It's a death doom band called Krypts with the K, and these recently came in the mail as well, so I haven't really marinated into these as much as I would want to. But like when I was in high school, I was moving really towards like bands like Origin and you know, just like this over the top like technical death metal stuff. And I was on that path for a while, where then eventually it just kind of felt so wash, rinse, repeat, repetitive. Not repetitive, I mean, I respect their musicianship, obviously, I mean. But then when I kind of over the years, started diving more and more into death doom metal, and it's like, wait, you can actually slow the fuck down and pace it and you can build up to something instead of just in your face 24/7. You know, the whole fucking album. With Death Doom, it's like you're telling a story, and you're setting the stage, you're setting the ambience, and it's slowly, you know, the avalanche is rolling down the mountain, and it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and then it hits you in the end, it hits you like a ton of bricks. And I really have been This past 4 or 5 years, I've been listening to more and more death doom metal for that reason. And in my 20s, goddamn, I'm fucking old. In my 20s, I would have been like, death doom's fucking boring. It sucks. They never get to the point. Oh my god, OMG. But these 3 albums, their debuts, Unending, Degradation, sophomore release is Remnants of Expansion, and the more recent one is Cadaver Circulation. Killer band, Krypts. If you haven't listened to them, check them out. You'll not be disappointed. This is a it's not quite in there well. OCD. This is a band from California, a really young guitarist who I've followed on YouTube for a couple years now. His name's Julian Gonzalez, and they were actually doing like a little mini tour. They were touring, and they toured the States. They toured, here in Texas, and they played like 15 minutes from where I live, and I was like, holy shit, like that's fucking crazy. Like, I've been following this band, well, more so the YouTuber, and then when I was even following Julian on YouTube, I don't think this band was even formed yet, so it's crazy how time fucking flies. But anyway, this is a little short EP of 4 tracks. It's Fleshmangled with Agonizing Paranoia. And I picked this up at the show. They were playing at, I think it was the White Rhino here in McAllen. And if I'm going to check out a show with local bands, the first thing I'm going to do is run to the merch table and see if they have CDs. That's just the first fucking thing I'm always going to fucking do. And they did, and I picked this up, and it's sick, awesome, disgusting fucking death metal. Love it. Killer band. If you haven't heard of these young lions, you should really check them out. Fleshmangled from California. Killer shit. And last but not least, we have Absolute Elsewhere by Blood Incantation. And open this. Yeah, I had some of these little slivers left over sitting around. And since it's a good digipack, it's not like the thin, flimsy, shitty digipack. So Century Media did a good job with actually presenting like a good, nice and thick CD case. This is the inlay. All this cosmic hippie shenanigans that I'm a total fangirl for. That's the complete art. I'm gonna open the booklet. I'm sure the vinyl is like insane, but vinyl isn't my trip. I just think of me and who I am like at the core of my soul, and I just think of having vinyl, and just the thought of taking care of vinyl gives me anxiety. So if I had because I have hundreds and hundreds of CDs, but if I had hundreds and hundreds of fucking vinyl sitting on a shelf, I would like, it would be like anxiety attack on fucking acid. I wouldn't be able to deal with it. It would like making sure they were always clean. I'd be so fucking worried I was gonna fuck them up, and like I would never even play them because I'm thinking I'm gonna like wear them out, and then the needle's gonna fuck them up, and then it's gonna get all these grooves, and they're gonna warp, and then it's just like, no, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Anyway, that's the album art, or the layout of the booklet. But killer fucking band. Obviously, everyone and their mom knows who Blood Incantation is at this point. The album is actually really solid, and I thought it was gonna be like super way over the top, like technical mathcore, jizzcore, like sweepy, tempo changing all over the place, up and down insanity. But it's actually a very, very like well written, well paced album, and it takes you on a journey. And it really did exceed my expectations. I thought they were gonna get like super, like overly overcarried with it, and really like flashy and flamboyant and like, look what we can do, bitches. But it wasn't like that. It wasn't like arrogant. It wasn't cocky. It wasn't you know, it was none of that. It's a really good album. Really fucking killer artwork. So yeah, those are the CDs that I got for now, and just crazy. Like everyone and their mom is fucking listening to this shit. Even my dad the other day was like, "Hey, mijo, ¿nunca has escuchado la banda Blood Incantation?" And I was just like, "Fuck." He's like, "No, tan con madre, ¿verdad? Está chido. Pinche banda está perra, ¿verdad?"